Food may seem like a never-ending source to fulfill anyone's needs. I mean, all you have to do is go to the grocery store and buy whatever your heart desires and however much you want, right? Wrong. Food is not as replenishable as one may think. If you look beyond the daily market routine, facts will emerge. Did you know that according to the United States Department of Agriculture, approximately 133 billion pounds, adding up to $161 billion of food is wasted each year in America? It's a stunning piece of information that many people choose to ignore, happily shopping away without a care in the world. You may be thinking, I would never waste that much food. I would know if I was contributing to such a detrimental process. I too used to think like this. I love to cook, making meals for my family at least 4 nights a week. But recently, I have seen the waste that I contribute to this growing problem. Everyone has wasted food at some point, but it does not have to be like this forever. Today, I will show you how important it is to decrease food waste, not only for humanity, but the world around us and everything that resides in it. There must be immediate action taken to decrease food waste by conservation, donation, and reprocessing. If we want to make a difference and make it last, that is. One concept that people need to learn is that food waste affects humans and everything around us. Throwing out food may seem harmless. After all, food is biodegradable and will not stay laying in the ground or in the trash forever. It has to decompose. However, as stated by the United States Environmental Protection Agency, about 94% of the food we throw away ends up in landfills or incineration facilities. So why is this a problem? Because food sits in giant piles in landfills for a large portion of time, exposed to the elements. Days turn into weeks and weeks to months and months to years, and all of that rotting waste is either incinerated or left to decompose. This act of burning or leaving out food waste is directly linked to the creation of excessive amounts of methane gas, which is even worse for the environment than carbon dioxide, which eats at the ozone layer, which in turn speeds up global warming. Wasting food not only hurts the earth, but also our workforce. According to the Food and Drug Administration, water, energy, and labor used to produce wasted food could have been employed for other purposes. All that labor put into making something that is half-eaten and discarded is wasted when we choose to make excessive purchases. In America, we waste approximately 30 to 40% of the food we buy, with 43% of that waste being caused by consumers, followed by a close 40% caused by restaurants and markets. If we were able to reduce the amount of food we waste at home, more families would not go hungry each year. Another terrible side effect of food waste is its effects on animals. Never-ending landfills that can cause surges in pest populations, such as western gulls, which come in larger droves to eat more and more and more steelhead trout until they are eventually wiped out. More seagulls and less fish means no more fish dinners for people all around the world. Even animals like butterflies, cute deer, and eagles are affected by food waste. Another example, excessive meat production in Brazil is one of the worst productions for food waste, animals and the environment. As the Amazon rainforest is burned down purposely for the profit of cow farmers to have pastures, the ozone layer is greatly reduced by less and less trees, which will never come back due to the overpopulation of cows, constantly stomping on the ground, killing roots. All these pastures of cows turn into meat, which is wasted by the billions of tons each year, hurting everyone in the cycle it creates. It's all very alarming, isn't it? Everyone is affected when we waste food we buy, but it does not have to be this way. Through conservation, donation, and reprocessing, we can break the chain of wasteful spending, but there are ways to help. The next time you take a trip to the market, try taking a written out list before you buy anything. Do you really need a 24-pack of breakfast sausages that you will forget in your freezer and get freezer burn? Or is that 6-pack good enough for now? You just had a meatloaf yesterday and still have some left. Is it really worth it to buy more ground beef already? Questions like these help one reason whether or not they need something, which takes a big bite out of wasted food. Speaking of leftovers, freezing is one great method towards meal preparation and an easy dinner later on in the coming weeks. Even the World Wildlife Fund agrees. Freezing will save you loads of cooking prep and even shopping time later down the line. And you'll save money if you use everything that you buy. Alongside conservation of food, a little donation can go a long way. With everything going on right now, going into the market can be hard for some people, especially those of older age or people who do not have enough money to buy groceries. Food is a basic need for all of humanity, so no one should be left behind when it comes to fulfilling such a basic need. If you have leftover food after meals, it would not hurt to give away to those in need, even complete strangers. Cooking is a great way to hold humanity together in a time of isolation. Countless lives benefit when one person decides to donate to their local food pantry or hold drive-through meal donations. One final way to reduce food waste, and the easiest and most successful way, is to repurpose food waste into something new. As a person who loves to cook as much as I possibly can, I am always looking for ways to use what I have lying in wait in my fridge and pantry. Say I make a roast chicken with mixed vegetables one day and have leftovers of everything. There's no need to throw it away. But instead, countless recipes can be created from the scraps of that leftover meal. The chicken and veggies can be made into a pie, the vegetables could be made into a salad the next day, and even the chicken bones and scraps could go towards a spectacular chicken noodle soup. According to Move for Hunger, a non-profit organization, waste is not only that meatloaf you have sitting in your fridge, but it's also that fruit and vegetable peels, rinds, and end pieces that we all routinely throw away. There are a number of ways you can repurpose these scraps in the kitchen and all around the house. Surprisingly, the most expensive and healthy items at your local grocer, fruits and vegetables, are the items that are wasted the most. Scraps of these can be turned into compost to grow new fruits and vegetables at home. The possibilities are really endless. Still not invested? Reducing food waste also has positive effects on the economy. As reported by the United States Department of Agriculture, on average, households could save about $370 per person annually. Imagine what a family of four could do with an extra $1,500 each year. Everyone could use a little more money in their lives, and it is easy as reducing the food waste that you buy or simply more efficiently using it to make more meals. The situation is a win-win for everyone, and everyone can be involved. There even is no use for fancy gadgets to conserve food, and all you need is you. Also, less food to throw away means less trash pickup services needed, which means local governments do not need to increase garbage services. That money can go back to the economy for making something better. In the long run, the enormous proportions of food waste in America are not going to disappear overnight. The effects of food waste continue to grow each day and every day we choose to ignore this problem. It is going to take a significant effort from all types of people all over America and the world, no matter how rich or poor. With the combined process of conservation, donation, and reprocessing, we can begin to see changes in our households and even the animal life around us. Remember, every little scrap counts to coming to saving the world. It may seem small and insignificant, but humanity has proven to be strong when united together against a common goal. And who knows? Maybe you have a little chef in yourself that has been left unexplored and is ready to show itself today.